Qualifying. Now, one of the most important questions, and you need to confirm 100% and make sure that the answer that they're giving you is not a vague response simply because it's important to know if they're ready today. Now, you're going to rephrase the question minimum of 3 times within the qualifying process, and you're going to ask them, are you ready today? Can you make a decision today? If the price is right, if the rate is reasonable, are you willing to leave with insurance? Are you able to make a payment today? Is your goal and intentions to purchase a policy today? Are you willing to make a decision, make a payment, and leave with insurance today? So you can rephrase it at least minimum of 3 times. Now, this is one of the most important questions, matter of fact, because your approach, your presentation is going to be based on, are they ready to make a decision, or are we going to give them just a quote? So if you don't obtain an actual, exact, specific, concrete, solid answer, then your approach, your presentation may be the wrong one. Now, keep in mind, you need to assume the sale. You need to assume that everyone is going to make a decision, but you need to investigate and determine if they're able, willing, and looking to leave with insurance, and are they willing and able to make a decision today. Now, once again, it's very important because the presentation is going to be completely different if they're ready or if they're not ready. Now, you don't want to misqualify the customer and give them too much information when they're not ready. So the reason why we ask if they're ready, and the reason why we need to confirm and we need to make sure to understand if they're ready or not, is simply because if they're ready, we're going to give them exact information. We're going to give them more detailed information. We're going to work towards closing the deal today. Ultimately, if they're not ready to make a decision today, then our goal is to give them just a lowball option, to give them a lot of information, to add value, to make it realistic, but not to disclose too much information as far as the prices, because we don't want them to quote our options. If they're not ready and you give them the exact monthly payment, they're going to use that information to shop around. So, for instance, let's just assume the customer is not ready today, and I misqualify the customer. I don't confirm if they're ready. I don't ask them if they're ready. Matter of fact, I assume they're ready, or I just don't care and don't ask at all. If I give them the exact monthly payment of $90 a month, and they're not ready today, they're going to leave with the $90 and they're going to shop around. So every time they walk into an agency, they're going to tell them, look, someone else gave me $90 a month. If you could beat the $90, I'll be willing to make a decision. Now, regardless if they're ready or not, the other agency is going to have an opportunity to close them. Or let me rephrase it. Let me give you a different scenario. Let's say the customer is not ready today and he's shopping around. You give him the $90 a month. He doesn't go anywhere else, but he's ready in a week. Before coming back here, he decides to walk into a different agency. Now he's ready, and he walks in with the $90 a month. Now he tells the agent, look, someone else gave me $90. Do you have something lower? Regardless if they have something lower, maybe the rate is the same thing. Maybe the lowest monthly payment is $90 a month. But the fact that they've already shopped around, the fact that it's the same thing, they may persuade them just to get the policy instead of them losing their time. So technically, they will have the advantage on closing the deal instead of them coming back and giving you another opportunity. So it's important to understand, if they're ready, we're going to go and give them the actual rate. If they're not ready, we're just going to give them enough information for them to come back. The whole concept of offering a quote and making it realistic is to give them information for them to come back as soon as possible. So once again, make sure to determine and to confirm if they're ready today, if they're able to make a decision, if they're willing to make a decision, and also if they're able and willing to make a payment to leave with insurance today.